from the hollers and hills of West Virginia. It's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Well, good morning to you, top of the morning to you there, eh? Well, last night we was going to bed, and between the TV and I was trying to edit videos for YouTube and the fan running and stuff, not the fan, but the air conditioning running, I kept hearing this funky noise. I thought, what in the world is that noise? I'd hear it, boom, 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 boom. You know, I'm thinking, what in the world is that? You know what I mean? Because it was thump, 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 thump. I'm thinking, that's bad. I mean, that's really, really bad, you know? And it thump, 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 thump again. What in the world is that? So, I started turning stuff off and listening a little bit better, you know, just trying to figure out what in the world the noise was. Come to find out, the black bunny was having babies, and the male that is right beside of the big buck, he was thump, 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 smacking his cage with his feet because he could smell her pheromones, or, you know, whatever it is that makes him go nuts. And see, because a rabbit can breed. The day she has bunnies, the rabbit can breed and make more bunnies. He was just going off because he could smell it, and he wanted to get in there. He wanted to breed her again. So anyhow, yeah, that was adventurous. We'll show you those babies in just a little bit. But let's find our pumpkins, right? Okay, guys. Here's one that's going to open today. Right here. Let's see. Is it opened? Yep. She opened. Wow. Let's keep her closed up for just a minute. She's not like poof opened up, but she's trying. Let's do that right there for just a second. I got 2 male flowers on this 1209 Hodge that I could pollinate. Now this is the 1251 new. Okay. I could pollinate with, like I say, with this right here. So I have an option of a 1209 Hodge to pollinate that pumpkin with. All right, let's check it out here. I got to get in here and till this bull crap again today, and I got to get some more boards and keep off of it. I ain't too worried about over in here. Back here I am, okay? Ooh, ooh. Got that female there. Mm-hmm. Alright, we ain't no females over here on this one. Got that female, 824, got an 824 male and an 824 female, 824 Hodge right there. I could, man, I don't know. Let's go take a look. elsewhere. The great thing about having so many pumpkins is when they get, let me get over here and weed all this crap today. You got to, yeah, whatever. I got a lot of work to do. Oh, I know, I got a lot of work to do. Okay, anyways, good thing about having so many pumpkins is you always got a bunch of blooms. So let's see here. That's a 1673 and it's not opened yet. And see if there's any Hodges open. 727 Hodges opened up. See them plants, they're still living free. No. Alright, well, let's find something else. Okay, guys, no other flowers. I got 3 male flowers. An 824 Hodge. That Bartimus right there is almost open. I got 2 of them that'll probably open tomorrow. This one right here would probably open up tomorrow. And that other one down there on the other end. And there's no pollen on that flower. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Take this male, 824 male, off of the 824 Hodge, because I'm running out of days to do this stuff. Getting a little close. My, would you look at what a lobe. Look at what a set of lobes those are on that. Man, that's a, I don't know, we're gonna pollinate it. It's about 8 foot out. About 8 foot out on the main. Very little secondaries. I got roughly 20 days to get this plant to where it's rocking, okay? So, man, so hard to do this. All right, y'all. See all the pollen on that? There's also pollen on the leaves down there. All right, here we go. I wish I had more than that, but I don't. Break it off, stick it in there. We'll get our cup and put our cup over it. Okay. So 824 Hodge is self-pollinated. That's a good one. That was a good one. So we'll see what it does here. 20 days to get it booking. It's in a good spot. And we're going to grow that out for seeds and shape. So hopefully that one will do real good for us. I'm hoping anyhow. What's going on with my bushel gourd? Get a little heat there and the leaves start to wither there a little bit. All right, let's go down here. Only option I have is the 1209 Hodge from my 1251 new. I'm going to take that option and go with it, only because I don't have another option. Now, if something else becomes available later on in the near future, I'll grab it and we'll pollinate with it instead on another pumpkin, and we'll call this one here. Okay, but I want to make sure, you know, I get a pumpkin pollinated on this plant. And, look there, see that? This bullcrap making me mad. They just won't stay off the plants. They just keep on. I keep on using stuff to kill them, and they just keep on coming back. Merit didn't do. I guess I need to do stronger merit. All I need to do here. All right. Wow, wow, guys. I mean, wow. Holy cow. Let's get this out the way. Can y'all see that? That is crazy, guys. Here we go. Gonna pollinate. Let's see here. Pistol off. I did that last year, like I was saying, and it did good for me. This, on the other hand, is a pain in the butt to do one-handed. Okay, pollen all over it. I don't know if you can see it there or not. Let's rub her in. That's just wild how many lobes is on that thing. Thing's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 lobes or something. All right, we got her going on. Let me close her up. Okie dokie, closed up, 12:51 noon. Oh, what is today's date? Like the 28th, I think. On the 28th that we pollinated. So we've pollinated on the 18th. We pollinated the Hodge plant on the 18th. Then we pollinated 2 pumpkins yesterday on the Hodge on the 27th. We pollinated the Schmidt plant on the 21st. And we've pollinated the 1251 new and the 824 Hodge today on the 28th. So those are the days that I have pollinated. Just need to get in here and start getting this thing trained to where I want it to go. I'll start doing a little bit of stem training there. It's not huge, but it's not small either. You can see this one back here. It's a tiny little old thing. For now, it's the 1251 new. There it is. Right, hang on with me. tiny, tiny. Hard to get my camera in there just right. There it is. She's tiny. Let's check on these, see what these guys are doing today. I used one flower to pollinate them. We're gonna see if it takes or not. All right, now check on the Schmidt real quick and then get my cup and put on the Hodge and be done with it for right now. She's growing. She looks really good. She looks like a really good pumpkin. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Cool beans. All right, let's go. Let's go get a cup and put over my Hodge. Feel like we might be getting a storm here shortly, which it could stand the rain a little bit. Wouldn't hurt a thing. We got a little rain. So let's get in here. Oops. Put our cup over our flower like so. All right, cover them all up. Good to go. Okay. Time to tend to everything. Well, it's raining outside. Yeah, it's raining outside. Well, it's raining outside. Do 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 do. Doom 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 doom. It's raining, growing my pumpkins, growing my giant pumpkins. Well, it's raining, raining. So much for doing the tilling today. It's raining, raining. So much for tilling today. We got rain flowing in the garden, rain flowing everywhere. The rain is coming down the mountain, and I just don't give a care. 'Cause it's raining, raining, raining all over my plants today. Raining, raining. Let's see what we can get in today. We put a bottom in this today too. So it's got a bottom in it now, and no rabbits can escape. So now I don't have to worry about them getting loose. That rabbit just peed all over me. You prick. Did y'all see that? I know y'all seen it. When he flung pee all over me. That's all right. You get fat by September and you're going on the chopping block. We'll see who has the last laugh there, Peckerwood. Gonna pee all over me. Dang, blame it, that makes me mad. I ought to just eat you now. Looks like we're gonna have another pumpkin open up in the morning. Right there. Whew. Right there. Who wants to bet it'll open in the morning? Raise your hand if you think it'll open in the morning. Comment below. Look here. We got our first little melon. Would you look how pretty that little melon is? Oh, that one there aborted. Don't believe that one's gonna do any good. I'll leave it for a few more days. But would you look at that? Ain't that cute? Won't be long. We'll be eating our little personal sized melons. I'm excited for that. I get excited about the melons. These things are just swamped with bugs. We gotta get these bugs out of here. I know what we're gonna do tomorrow. We're gonna spray some 7 dust in here tomorrow. Yep, I'll spray some liquid 7. Ah, man, I don't want to do that. Maybe some neem oil. I might spray some neem oil. We'll see. Man, you know what? I'll spray some neem oil right now. Let's go spray some neem oil, huh? Let's do it. Okay, so we got our dish soap and our cold pressed. Don't use any other neem oil. Buy it online or off of somewhere that you know, but do not buy it at big box stores. Don't buy your neem oil there. Okay, if you're gonna get neem oil, if you're gonna use neem oil, buy the neem oil from the people that know what they're doing. Look here, see, we already got, look at this. I want you to look. Guaranteed, some stupid little spider mites and hit that leaf. Dang on it, we're gonna get them. Look, when you spray, you've got to hit the bottom of the leaf. That's where most of this stuff hides. They don't hide on the top of the leaf. So unless you're giving them something that they bite into and it gets them, they'll hide. All right, and they'll hide underneath them leaves. So you gotta get under the leaf, under the leaf, under the leaf, under the leaf. Can't say it enough. Say it with me, everybody. Under the leaf. You know, it's kind of like that song, under the sea, under the sea. Okay, we're gonna go under the leaf, okay? Get under the leaf, and you're gonna find them underneath the leaves, okay? That's where the majority of your pests is hiding, is under the canopy, okay? It's where they lay their eggs, aphids and spider mites and all that stuff. They lay their eggs under the leaf, okay? Get under the leaf, okay? And like, look there, see there? That right there is one of them earwicks, okay? Guarantee he was down there laying his eggs under there. We're just gonna spray. We're just gonna keep spraying him. He's gonna die. That neem oil is gonna coat that joker and he is gonna die because he's gonna suffocate, okay? Now, the soap. Why do you use the soap? The soap helps keep the oil separated. Oil and water mix, well, it's just gonna separate, right? So you gotta have the soap in there to keep the neem oil mixed in with the water. So if you have only water and neem oil, the oil will float to the top and all you'll be spraying is water. When you put the soap in there, the soap gets in, it separates the particles of neem oil and the small particles that can be aerosoled with the water out of your sprayer, if that makes sense, okay? So that's how that works. You're gonna wanna keep it shaked up because eventually the neem oil will raise back up to the top and separate again. So every so often, you know, when you go to pump or whatever you're gonna do, give your sprayer a good shaking, just like that, and then go back to spraying, okay? Under the leaves, okay, guys? I can't stress it enough. Under the leaves, okay? Under them. That's where the bugs hide, okay? And if it starts getting worse, we're gonna leave the neem oil, okay? If it starts getting too bad, we're gonna leave the neem oil and we're gonna go to something more conventional, okay? That's gonna kill these jokers out, because we don't want to lose our crop of cucumbers and stuff, all right? We wanna grow. We wanna grow it all summer. Now, pressure gets too awful bad, we'll just quit growing for a couple weeks. Look there, see that cucumber beetle? Run up to the top and spray. Spray him out. See, he can't even fly. He ran up to the top of that leaf, and that's what the majority of them will do. They'll run up to the top of the leaf, trying to escape, okay? And there's nowhere to run. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. Yeah, get them, okay? Just get them. I hate bugs. I hate bugs. I hate bugs. I despise a bug. You know why? They got all this that they could go and eat out here in the woods. And instead of going out in the woods, they could decide to come in here and eat my hard work, okay? They're just like a Democrat. Bugs are like Democrats. They decide that they're going to come in and eat up my hard work, okay, and destroy what I have worked my butt off for and not do anything. They didn't contribute. They ain't helping one bit, okay? They just want to come, fatten themselves up on my hard work, and then leave. So, yep, I said it. Daggone bugs are like Democrats, okay? Because I mean, you think about it. They do exactly what a Democrat does. And I'm sorry if some of y'all's Democrats, but I'm just telling the truth. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I'm independent. I ain't tied to no party. Because ain't none of them worth a hoot anyhow. I tell you what. I mean, look at this. There is cucumbers in there like crazy. We just started getting the cucumbers in. And bugs have come in the past just few days and ran rampant in there. You gotta get every bit of it. Every bit of it. Don't leave one leaf unturned, okay, guys? Because if you do, that's a leaf that they'll populate on. And if you find leaves like that one right there, get it and get it hard, because that one right there is one they've already started on. Now, it could be some sort of a rust virus as well. You never know, okay? Some things look so much alike until right at the end before it ends, okay? And then so, just to be on the safe side, spray it. Just spray it. We sprayed it last week with fungicides and complete disease control, so, and then the BT. And sometimes it takes a little while for these bug bites to show up on your plants because they're sucking on them from the bottom up, okay? So you just got to be very, very careful. Now, you may want to also, before you go spraying all your plants, you may want to test spot them. You know, one evening or one morning, test it out and see how it reacts to your spray, okay? And if it acts good, well, you know you're okay to go on ahead and continue using it, all right? But if it don't act good, you know, you may want to figure out something else to use. You know, it's just some helpful tips there, all right, on how to not lose your plants to anything, because sometimes we can be a little excessive on stuff. And now, what I used as far as the neem oil goes, I use about, I'd say it's 2 tablespoons per gallon is what I use of the neem oil. And I mean, it might be a little light, but seems to work. Okay, seems to work. All we want to do is get these bugs out the way. Okay. All right. Let's get us a little test spot here on these Prescott, or these Delista tables here. These are our cantaloupes, or another thing of our French cantaloupe. There, we got one there. Look at that, ain't that pretty? We got another one. That's awesome. So we got our Delista tables growing. We know we got our Rich Sweetness 182s growing. So that's something to be excited about, y'all. Something to be excited about. Okay. We got bugs running everywhere. They're like, the neem oil. I like that Orkin Man commercial. Sorry, had y'all upside down there for a second. All right. Well, we've sprayed them down, so we'll wait till tomorrow. See how everything kind of reacts to it. Didn't spray everything down. Did spray all the cucumbers because they're pretty resilient, but and I know that it doesn't hurt them. This mixture doesn't. As far as everything else goes, we're just going to kind of wait it out and see what transpires as far as that goes, and make sure that they're all good. So yeah, that's how we do it. About 2 tablespoons per gallon. You probably do 4, wouldn't hurt none. Cold press. Do not buy it at your big box stores like Lowe's or Home Depot. That stuff is not true neem oil. It says neem oil, but it's not true neem oil. I'll show you what I got in here. It's 100% cold pressed. You want to get cold pressed, 100% cold pressed neem oil. It's expensive, but if you're going to use neem oil, you got to use the good stuff, because neem oil, it barely works to begin with, okay? I mean, some people have great success with it. I don't have the best of success. It works for a little bit and then it quits, okay? So for me, it's kind of a, but in your area, it may work wonders, okay? And if you want to be an all organic garden, then you want to use the best that you can get, and the best you can get, the stuff that will work, because that other stuff will not work. If you buy it from the store, it will not work. It acts like it's working, but it's really not doing anything at all, okay? Numerous studies have been done. Numerous YouTubers have done that study themselves as well. I've done it. I bought stuff last year, didn't do hickey, and dag blame, had to go and buy this expensive 100% cold press stuff, and it did work, okay? So spend the extra money, get the cold press stuff, spray your plants with it. Look, what you want to do is you put a little bit, all right, fill it up with water and put your 2 to 4 tablespoons of neem oil in here, and then put like half of a tablespoon of soap in here. Shake it up and see if that separates the neem oil. If it does, good. If it doesn't, spray it out and see what it does. If it doesn't feel oily or slick, then you're going to need to put a little bit more soap in it. Put a little bit more in there until it starts feeling slick to the touch, and you've gotten that neem oil separated with the soap, okay? Hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, go on ahead and post in the comments there, and I will answer your questions. Let's go take a look at this neem oil and get off of here. All right, guys, right here it is. Neem oil. Dr. Adorable, cold pressed virgin pure organic, 12 ounces, and that stuff was like 30 bucks or something like that, I think it was. Okay, but that's what you want the good stuff. You want the cold pressed, and it's a little, see how much, it's a lot thicker than the stuff you're gonna get. And if it was cold out here and hadn't been so hot, this stuff would be like syrup, okay? It'd be thick like syrup. So anyhow, that's what I use. And you can get it on Amazon and other places, but you want to use cold pressed virgin, okay? All right, guys, see you later. Okay, guys, so getting ready to rain. Take you back here, a little garden tour. You can see how everything is grown. Still got a little bit of a mess. Gonna plant these real quick, the huckleberries and these tomatillos, since the rain's gonna go on ahead and come. But let me go on ahead and show you. So we tied up another row here, and we tie them opposite. So we tie one row on this side, and then we tie another row on this side. That way you can walk down the middle of it and not be bumping into the fence. You can just walk and pick tomatoes. Now, when we do this one over here, we'll do it on the back side, and then we'll do this one on the back side so you can walk down the center of that row. You see, and you can still walk down here, if you want to. Anyhow, let me let me show you. I've been really really waiting on these spoon tomatoes to get some tomatoes on them, so I could show you the little rascals. And I tell you, they're the cutest little maters. I got to tie them up better here tomorrow. Come in here and tie them up a little bit better. Hopefully it don't rain hard. Anyhow, cutest little maters you ever did see. Can y'all see them things? Look here. I want you to look. Them are spoon tomatoes. Aren't them cool? The kids are gonna love them. That's all the bigger they're gonna get, is that biggest one there that you see, and then it'll start ripening up, okay? And you can see they get a bunch of them on there. See that whole thing there? they get a bunch like that, and they just continue to grow. They're more of a bush, as you can tell the way it grows here. I mean, it's got stems everywhere up through there. It's more of a bush than your normal tomato plant is. Really cool to grow. I'm liking it so far. It grows really, really well. Got these at Baker Creek, okay? Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company. Also, it's called rareseed.com. If you're interested in getting some of them, go over and check them out, man. They're just so fun. Now, I got several plants in here and gave several away, and the kids will love them. You know, they'll be like little berries for the kids. Probably try to make like a little pie. I think I seen a recipe for a little pie made out of them and things. So, something really cool, man. Something really cool. See a big old tomato right over there. I don't know if y'all can see it there. Let's zoom in. See it there? Right there, tip of my finger. That's a big old mega bloom. It's looking pretty good. Still getting some wilt, and I'm thinking that the wilt is coming from having way too much phosphorus in here for such a young plant. I think if the plants wouldn't have been so young, and I didn't really give them that much. I gave them about half a teaspoon per plant of 1848 0 on the fertilizer, and it's not burnt nothing else up. I gave that to every plant out here. I gave it to my watermelons. I gave it to the peppers. I gave it to the cantaloupes, and gave it to everything, the pumpkins and everything. And the tomatoes are the only thing getting burnt up looking or wilting. And I do know they got, you know, some bad spots here on them, you know, like that right there. Okay, but you know, we can take care of that with some. See, like that one there, it's got some bad stuff going on there. So we'll get it straightened out there. I've heard down, you know, Deep South Homestead, he's having problems with the rain. Every time it rains on his tomato plants, he's losing his heirlooms, you know. And here's my suggestion. If that was the case here, and I was losing, you know, my tomato plants per the rain, and whatever is in that rain, that would be environmental conditions that my tomatoes are growing in. And if they died, if I had any plants left at the end of the year, I would keep the seeds off of that plant, because I would know that that plant could make it through that type of environment, whether it's drought, heat, the rain that's causing it, okay? And I do believe probably some extent of that could be the rain, could be what's in the rain. I don't think it's acid rain, but maybe something along the lines of what gets put into the rain sometimes. You know, there's a lot of talk about different things, and some of it makes sense, some of it don't, but there's a lot of it that does. And you know, if that is in case what's happening, then that would be my suggestion, would be to save the seeds off of the tomato plant that makes it at the end of the year through whatever conditions I was growing in. And then I would know that those seeds were going to be viable for that particular problem I have in my area. Anyhow, they're doing pretty well. You know, they're growing good. I'm excited about them. They look great. I mean, they do. They look wonderful. Other than the little bit of funky funk I got going on with them, the funky monkey, as I say. But they're looking good. So let's take another little tour here. We got the Golden Delight zucchini, and they have been pollinated, so we'll be having zucchinis before long. I mean, look at these squash plants. Goodness gracious, they're just jumping up and out of there. I mean, they're going nuts. So then we got of course we got, well, you can't run that way, we're gonna have to run you a different route. Got this one right here. This is my big boy here. This is my butternut squash. You start burying vines on him. I reckon. I don't know. I think yeah, they put down tap roots too. See that tap root right there? Right there, tip of my finger, zoom in on it. There's a tap root right there. Okay, so they put down tap roots too. So start coming in here, trimming off the tendrils and letting the secondaries run and grow it just like a pumpkin. This should grow me a good sized butternut squash. These need to start training them that way. These are my cantaloupes. Then they really took off too. Look at them rascals. Goodness gracious. Look great. These things are looking awesome. You can't grow that way. You got to go this way. Have to come in here and stake them out as well. I want them to fill up this fence right here. Some more cantaloupes. Yes, I call them cantalopes. Just picking around, playing. This one here, I'm gonna turn it this way and then grow him down and around, just like this here. So this is my grafted one. So we'll turn him like that. We'll grow him just like this now, and then around like so. These are, oh man. These here are, it's probably a Kiwana, I would say. These are melons. The leasty tables. There's a tomato just come up on its own. This will all need weeded out soon. I'll end up having to drag the electric fence all the way up through here, keep the chickens and stuff off of everything. Reroute my cantaloupes back this way, because this whole row here is like 10 of the Prescott blancs right there. And then this row back here, this is just a mix between the leasty tables and Prescott blancs. So, but they're looking wonderful. I mean, they're looking magnificent. I'm thinking that oh goodness, I'm thinking the eggplant's trying to come out of whatever funk it got hit with, but I don't know. For some reason, that's just what they've grown like this year. I never have grown eggplant. I got more seeds, plenty more seeds if I really want to get after it there, but may have to spray some other stuff on them. Looks like I got some funky monkey going on over here though. A lot of funky monkey going on. Yes sir. What we got going on here? Some kind of a bug. Some kind of a bug has gotten me. What do we got here? So we got a bug. We know that much. Don't know what kind of bug. We'll have to sort that out as well. Shouldn't have had no bugs. I just sprayed these with BT. They should be dying, whatever might be biting on them. Goodness gracious, it's hit them hard though. That's for sure. I think that started at the roots. That's what that looks like. Looks like it started at the roots on these plants. This one here looking like it. Not yet. I have to get in here and clean out all this here. No better time to do it than now, eh? In here and start grabbing handfuls and flinging it right over the fence. Okay, guys. Got it all weeded up. Loofah gourds are growing great. I mean, they're doing really good right now. All this over here weeded all the way down the line there to the chickens. Chickens are kicking and enjoying. So, all right. Still don't know what's affecting these plants over here. And so I'm thinking it's something in the ground. I'm thinking it might have already done whatever damage it's gonna do. Of course, I don't know. Let's pull this one out of there. I don't want to, but let's go ahead and do it there. See what we got going on. I don't see nothing at the roots. It must mean it's in here. Whatever happened in this. See some sort of an ant or something crawling on it there. You see it? Might have been ants. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Sure enough, got that plant there. Oh well, I guess. It's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Have to buy some better protecting, I reckon. Let's get this out of here. This here look like it might hang on. It might come out of its funk. We don't want it growing that way. We want it growing this way. So. All right. Have to figure it out. So I'll do some research and get back on it tomorrow. So that's what we got going on today. Looking great. I'm super thrilled. Everything's looking wonderful, 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 wonderful. It's really starting to pick up and grow. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Won't be long. Just 2 more rows of these doodad things here put together and we'll be all right, man. So we got spoon tomatoes and we got all these great big tomatoes here, and there's tons and tons and tons of stuff. Huckleberries all over the place, ripening up. Look at them berries. Look how pretty them are. Aren't they beautiful? Gorgeous. So anyhow, guys, that's what we had going on today. I'll try to have something a little bit better for you tomorrow, if possible. So stay tuned for that. Let's see, we got anything going on over here? Do we got anything going on here? Yep, we do. Look here, look at them. I want you to look. Aren't they cute? Mexican sour gherkins. And some little things that are gonna be growing all over the place. So that's pretty cool. What we got going on here? Did that one fall off? Yes. Dang on it. All right, well, they're teeny tiny, that's for sure. See if we can't get this in here wrapped up on this vine there. There you go, buddy. All right. Anything else real quick? I'll probably put some stakes up tomorrow and my fencing. So hopefully that's what we get done tomorrow. I'm hoping. I ain't seen no blooms in none of these African spiked cucumbers. I see some blooms in the ones on the inside. Ain't seen no blooms here on these ones out here. So I don't know. They should be blooming, I would think, at any time now. And they just need to start giving them some juice, some pick-me-up, I reckon. Get them to start blooming. They probably ain't had enough phosphorus. So, all right, well, that's all for us today. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow, right here in the hollers and hills of West Virginia.